welcome to my channel, Tully's Finds. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a January TBR. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, we're going to start with my Kindle. Let us see. Alright, so I'll put the image of the book somewhere on the screen. Okay, so the first book I'm thinking of reading this month is The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. I've been really trying to figure out how to get into this author, and I believe this is her debut novel. So I'm kind of scared because I believe this author has experience in this type of field of disturbia type of situation. Anyway, I'm really not in a mood to be scared by a child, but I'm trying to get back into thrillers, so yeah, that will be one of the books I read this month. Next one is Dance Butterfly Dance by Reese Rivers. It's actually part of a duology, and the second book comes out this month, towards the end of the month. Yeah. Ooh, let me backtrack a little bit. The Perfect Child by Lucinda Berry. That one's about a young couple who essentially just adopts a child, and after that, weird things start to happen. So it's kind of, I guess it's playing off as orphan, maybe. I don't know, but that's the brief synopsis of that book. But Dance Butterfly Dance by Reese Rivers. The main character, Sabi, she's a very internal person, and just, she's experienced a lot of emotional trauma and grief and all that, and the way it's presented is that she's a burlesque dancer, and that's the only way she feels like she is the woman she's meant to be. And she's lumped into this fake dating scenario with this quarterback to help him pull up his grades. And also his friends get involved. It is a reverse harem. There are different things that are triggering, like body shaming, slut shaming, bullying, grief, death of a parent, things like that. So that's something to keep mindful of. The next one is, let me make sure I'm not, okay. Yeah, okay. The next one is actually 4 books in a series. It's called the Mate Games series by Kay Loran and Meg Ann. And I'm 70-ish% through Obsession, which is the first book. So that's why I'm adding it here. And then the second book is called Rejection. The fourth one is called Possession, and the fourth one, did I say the third? Okay, first one, Obsession, second one, Rejection, third one, Possession, and fourth one, Temptation. So they're all different types of men. It's like a world where there's fae. No, there's not fae. There's werewolves, witches, vampires, that kind of thing. So I really hope it's not playing off as them being the 4 horsemen and it's the apocalypse thing. I really hope that's not going to play into this. They're just there. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to read those or not. So yeah, those are my Kindle reads. Now let's get to the physical books. The first book is called The Glare by Margot Harrison. So if I understand this correctly, Hattie, she has been living with her mom off the grid for a good amount of time. It says 10 years, tech free. So she has the opportunity to go live with her father, and that lives in California. The Glare is a first-person shooter game on dark web. So there's a rumor that says if a player dies 13 times while playing on level 13 of The Glare, the player will die in real life. So Hattie, being so smart, decides to go ahead and play this so-called death game, and realizing that the nightmares that she's been having, while she was away might be connected to this somehow. So yeah, there's that. Next is Even If We Break by Marinik Nashkamp. I don't know how to say her name, but this is the same author that wrote This Is Where It Ends. And I want to read that book because it came out so long ago, but it's about school shootings and I'm not in the mood for that. If you know, you know. But this one is, it's like the basic trope. A group of friends go to a cabin, bunch of shenanigans happen, they gotta figure out what's going on, or somebody dies. It's one of those type of books. So yeah, Even If We Break, here we go. Did I show you up close of what the Claire looks like? Yeah, there's that. Yeah. I switch my camera around. Like I use my phone to film, and I find that this way is a better quality. So I have no idea if this is, if I'm probably going to just sit here and not realize that I am out of frame. Who knows? Anyway, next book is called Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGinnis. This is not the first book I got from this author. I got the Initial Insult duology. I think it's a duology because I do have the two books on my shelf. I don't know if it's a duology yet, but I have not read them yet. So I'm not sure if I even like this author, but this one sounded pretty interesting. It's like 230-ish pages. The main character, Ashley, she goes to the Smokies with her friends, and she finds that her boyfriend is cheating on her with some guy. Not some guy, but some girl, and in a drunken rage, she runs into the woods. She trips, she falls, she bumps her head or something, and when she wakes up, it's the morning time, and she's up Schitt's Creek, okay? So now she has to find her way back to civilization with an infection creeping up her leg. So based on a review back here, it's giving Hatchet vibes. I only remember Hatchet, and there's an actual Hatchet from the book Hatchet. I don't remember how it started, how it ended. I remember we probably read it in class, but I don't remember what happened with that. But it's giving Hatchet. Next, we're going to use those last. Next is, I'm really excited about this book, which I should be excited about any of these books. Really, Your Life Has Been Delayed by Michelle I. Mason. So main character Jennifer, she is getting on a flight after being in New York, and she's eager to get home because, you know, she's ready to start her life. Okay, she is applying to Columbia. She's starting a brand new relationship with her boyfriend. Things are up and up, right? So when she gets home to St. Louis, turns out her flight has been gone for 25 years. Yeah, it's giving Manifest vibes. It's giving Manifest vibes. So come to find out, most of her grandparents are gone. Her actual parents are old. I was about to say dead. Her kid brother is a full-fledged adult, and just the world has essentially moved on, basically. So she has to come to grips with that. And then, I guess, going to school, she comes across this cute, you know, smart, sweet guy. But little does she know that there's like, he's kind of tied to her past somehow. So she has to figure that out. And in addition to that, conspiracy theorists think that, you know, her flight being gone that long is a complete hoax. And then they're trying to get up in her business about that. So there's that. But yeah, that's what that is. Next book, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, won the Goodreads award for best horror / thriller of 2022, and that is Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say his last name. Anywho, basically this main character, Mallory, she is taking care of this boy named Teddy, who's 5 years old, and he is drawing pictures You know, just cute little pictures. I love that they add this in the book. It's so cute. And then she realizes after a certain amount of time, the pictures start changing. Like, they start to get very realistic and disturbing. You know, like this realistic. So she's thinking, like, yeah, maybe there was a murder that happened around here, and maybe it has some paranormal elements as well. So she's enlisting help with some other people to figure out what the heck happened. So there's that. And lastly, okay, so I read this book. It's like a, what is it? It's not like necessarily zombie, but yeah, it's an apocalypse dystopian type of book. And I like the world that was essentially there. So I kind of wanted to get into a new world. Now, these books that I'm going to share with you have nothing to do with dystopian, not really. So this is pretty random. Anyway, I decided to read the Aurora Cycle trilogy by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Okay, so the first book is Aurora Rising. It's a used book, so it's kind of a little damaged, just a little damaged right there. Second book is called Aurora Burning. And third book is called Aurora's End. I'm not gonna lie to you. The dude's eyes kind of unsettling because you don't see that every day. Okay. So on the front it says, "They're not the heroes we wanted. They're just the ones we could find." So, harsh. Yeah, anyway, those are my TBR for the month of January. So that's essentially it. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.